Hello kids! You're playing an interactive story app by BH Media. On a beautiful island, there once lived a pretty, tiny fairy named Tinkerbell, a brave boy who could fly, and children who never grew up. Let's read the story Peter Pan to explore this wonderful land. One night, when Wendy Darling was sleeping, she was woken up by a sob. She got out of bed to find a little boy crying because he had lost his shadow and couldn't get it to stick to him again. Wendy helped the boy sew his shadow to his feet. He was delighted, introducing himself as Peter Pan. Then he invited Wendy and her two brothers to visit Neverland, where the children would never grow up. Don't cry. I'll help you sew your shadow to your feet. I'm not crying. Who says I'm crying? Are you sure that you can do it?
She must be very clumsy. I don't think she can sew.
Peter Pan dusted Wendy and her brothers with fairy dust from his fairy friend Tinkerbell. Then they all flew out the window. The children flew over many seas and mountains. All of them were very happy, playing with the stars and clouds, except Tinkerbell, who wanted Peter Pan to be close to none other than her.
Why do you keep following Peter everywhere? I can't stand you at all.
Great! Oh, great! We're flying!
Just before they reached Neverland, they saw James Hook, a pirate whose hand had been cut off by Peter Pan and fed to a crocodile. The crocodile liked the taste so much that it followed Hook, hoping for more. Luckily for Hook, the crocodile also swallowed a clock. It went tick-tock and warned Hook when the crocodile was nearby. But that was enough to make him afraid of the crocodile. Therefore, Hook really hated Peter Pan. It seemed that the captain and his pirates were trying to attack Neverland.
Peter Pan! Sooner or later, I'll destroy your home in Neverland.
Destroy it! Raze it to the ground!
Peter led Wendy to the island and got a warm welcome from the Lost Boys, who were all children who had fallen from their cradles when their nurses were looking the other way. The Lost Boys didn't have mothers, so they begged Wendy to be their mom. From then on, the girl had to take care of the boys and tell them stories each night. Wendy and her two brothers lived together happily in a small cottage under the ground in Neverland. Welcome to Neverland, Wendy!
Wendy, we don't have a mother. Will you be our mom?
Just say yes, Wendy. Please say yes.
Mom, Wendy, we don't have a mother. Will you be our mom?
Just say yes, Wendy. Please say yes.
Mom,
okay,
Wendy.
I agree to be your mother.
Whatever! I don't care.
One day, when Peter took Wendy to the Mermaid's Lagoon, they saw Hook and his pirates capturing the daughter of the chief of the Indian tribe. He fought with Hook to save the girl and was seriously wounded.
Let me go! Let me go!
Peter! Fighting! Captain! Fighting!
Captain Champion!
Peter and Wendy were then tossed about by the waves and stranded on a rock. The tide was rising, and they were too exhausted to fly. At that moment, there came a kite. Peter let the kite carry Wendy, and he remained on the rock, waiting for his death. Suddenly, there came a large nest, and Peter used it as a boat to sail home.
Goodbye, Wendy.
I won't go. I won't leave you alone. Fortunately, both Peter and Wendy got back home safely in Neverland. They continued their happy and peaceful life in the cottage underground. But Wendy became more and more homesick. So she decided to take her brothers home to England and invited Peter and the Lost Boys to join them. The Lost Boys were very happy because they wanted to be with their mother, Wendy. Meanwhile, Peter got angry with the girl as she was leaving and going back home.
Go with me, Peter. You'll feel lonely if you stay here.
Wendy, you don't have to care about me. Leave me alone.
Go away. Go away, big ugly girl.
But before Wendy and the boys had gone, they were captured by Hook. The captain even poisoned Peter's glass of milk while he was sleeping. When he was about to drink it, Tinker told him what had happened. Peter didn't believe that Hook had poisoned his glass of milk, so he started to drink it. Tinker had no way to warn him of the poison, so she drank it herself. She then fell down on the floor.
Hook captured Wendy and the boys. He even poisoned your glass of milk.
What did you say, Tinkerbell? How could Captain Hook sneak into my room? Tinkerbell said softly to Peter that she could be saved if children believed in fairies. So he stretched out his arms and said, "If you believe in fairies, clap your hands. Let's save Tinkerbell." Then there was an explosion of hand clapping from the children, and Tinker was saved. She immediately went with Peter to rescue Wendy.
I'll be saved if children believe in fairies.
Come here, children who dream about Neverland.
Wake up, Tinkerbell! Wake up!
Tinkerbell has come round! Thank you. Hook wanted the Lost Boys to become pirates, but all of them shook their heads. The captain got very angry. He tied Wendy to the mast of the ship and forced the boys to jump into the sea. At that very moment, Peter appeared. After a hard battle, Hook lost. When running away, he jumped into the sea, where the crocodile was waiting for him.
Peter Pan must have died of the poison I gave him. No one can help you now. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ah! Oh no!
It serves you right, evil Captain Hook. If you agree to be my mother, I'll save you. Never! Then the children flew to the Darling family's apartment in London. Wendy's parents were happy to see their kids again and agreed to adopt the Lost Boys. Meanwhile, Peter insisted on flying home to Neverland. Sometimes, Peter took Wendy to visit Neverland every spring. They flew to the sky until they plunged into the stars and disappeared. The adventure of Wendy and her brothers in Neverland is really thrilling, isn't it? This story teaches you to love your family as well as treasure friendship. Remember to always be a good kid and friend. Goodbye and see you again.
Spring has arrived. Welcome to Neverland.
Hello, Neverland.